Good afternoon, my name is Matthew Andrews, and today I'm going to be showing you on how to tie a mini loop stimulator. We start off with a size 14 emerger hook. We're going to be using Primo CDC white. For the grizzly, I like to use Whitting already sized size 18 grizzly hackle. I use a dark mahogany brown Z yarn. I make my own dubbing. I use mahogany, gray, and dark brown to create the color for an isonychia. For the thread, I like to use a camel. You can use brown, you can use tan, any other color. You can also tie the stimulator in multiple different colors too. Like my previous fly, we start off by applying some head cement to the CDC, just so that we can pan it down a little bit and make it more manageable. It's much easier to form once you create it into a thin little wrap. Now while that dries, we're going to tie in our shuck. We'll start by taking rear wraps towards the back of the hook. Clip off your tag. Most people like to end over the barb on the hook. I like to go a little bit farther as to it makes the fly sit a little bit deeper in the water. Now you're going to take your Z yarn, and we're going to tie that in, a couple of loose wraps just to secure it. A few wraps backwards. Now clip off the extra. Now take wraps forwards. I like to end 5 or so wraps behind the eye of the hook. Now we're going to take our CDC and you put it tip to the back of the neck of the eye, like so. A few secure wraps in, and then work your way back towards the back of the hook. You want to end right where the tip of the hook is, right on the point. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a loop with the CDC, like so. A few secure wraps to tie it in. And then we're going to take wraps forward. I like to end, yet again, 5 or 6 wraps back from the eye of the hook. And then take wraps rearward to secure it and clean it up. Now, like before on my other fly, we're going to want to create somewhat of a post on this little tag that we have of CDC. Now, we're not creating an actual post like the last fly because we're not going to be securing anything to the post. We just want it to stay a little bit off the hook to make it look more like a set of wings. Now we're going to take the grizzly hackle and we're going to create a tag end on it, like so. This allows us to tie it into the actual shank of the hook right here. You're going to work back. You want the beginning of your hackle to start right where the tag starts of the CDC. And now we're going to come up and we're going to secure it to the CDC, like so, just so it stays out of our way. And now we come back to the beginning base right on the top of our shuck that we created. Now we take our dubbing that we have. Like I said, you can do it in any different color that you want. You can make this stimulator for any type of hatch that you want, different sizes. It seems to be a very good fit in a fly box because you can make so many different types and it represents a bunch of different types of bugs. So create a decent tapered dubbing noodle. We're going to tie that in, work our way back up, like so. here. I like to do a few wraps for good measure just to make sure it stays nice and even all the way to the eye. And now we're going to end a teeny bit into the dubbing, like so. Now you take your grizzly and you're going to do wraps all the way towards the head of the hook. And we're going to end up right behind the eye. Usually it takes 3 to 4 wraps, like so. And now we're going to tie it in. A couple of wraps is all you need. I'll clip off the grizzly, like so. I do the overhitch. Most people do the whip finish. Either or will suffice for this. I just prefer this because it pushes the grizzly back and allows me to tie in underneath the grizzly. Before you clip off, put a dab of head cement. Makes the fly a little bit more resilient and it'll make it last a little bit longer. And now we're going to clip it off. Take the shuck. We only want a little bit, like so. And there you go. That is a mini loop stimulator. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.